The book that I just finished left me absolutely speechless, mind blown. I can't even process what happened, and obviously, I have to come on here and tell you about it. The last couple of books that I've been reading physically have taken me months, but the book that I'm about to talk about took me probably a little over a week, which is crazy because typically I cannot concentrate for the life of me. The book in question is Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and I am telling you, I am absolutely blown away because I thought she was just a normal thriller writer, just another average writer. But I had heard that a lot of people were claiming that she's one of the best in her genre. And boy, was I surprised. This book is absolutely insane. It put me in a state of tension, but in a good way. The way that she delivered the story, the way that she kept surprises happening, I tried to guess from the very beginning what had happened in the story. And when I tell you that I had no freaking idea, it's insane. I was tabbing, I was annotating. There's so many notes with all of my theories, all of the thoughts that I had, all of the things that I thought were happening, to end up figuring out that I was absolutely and completely wrong. We have this couple, Ethan and Trisha. They are trying to start their life together. They just got married. They're wanting to buy a house. So they go see this house that is in the middle of freaking nowhere, where you are surrounded by trees. The signal dies. You can barely see the entrance. It's a whole thing. So they decide, let's go see this house. Well, the book is a double POV. So in the present, you are seeing Trisha's point of view in conversation with Ethan, her husband. And then in the past, you are following Dr. Hale, who was actually the owner of the house. Now, here's what happens. The doctor had gone missing 3 years back. And Trisha knows about it because it was a huge, huge news. And so everyone said that her ex-boyfriend killed her, but no one ever found a body. And so now this house, it's not haunted, but it holds the memory and the life of this doctor. So when they go into the house, they see this huge picture with her face on, and it clicks to them, oh, this is Dr. Hale's house. So now they're selling it because apparently she had no family, she had no one. No one claimed the house, so the house is for sale. Now, when Ethan and Trisha make it to the house, there's a snowstorm, so they get stuck because they're driving a sports car. They're supposed to meet there with their real estate agent, but she never makes it. And so they're stuck for the night, which ends up turning into another night and another night and another night. They think that there's also someone else in the house, or at least Trisha believes there's someone in the house. Because when they made it to the house, they saw a light on upstairs. And then when they went to look around to see if there was someone there, the lights were all off. They never found the person, but there's sounds and things that make her believe that there is someone in the house with them. So who the heck is in the house? If there's actually someone in there, what happened to Dr. Hale, and when the heck are they going to get out of that house? They can't call for help because there's no signal. So what are they supposed to do? Now, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it, but I can assure you that you will not guess all of the nitty-gritty details that go into the story and all the crazy bunker stuff that happens. You end up finding out, obviously, what happened to the doctor. You end up looking into the past because there are tapes that the doctor used to record her sessions on, so you get to learn about the patients that she used to see, which she used to see them at her house. So honestly, anyone could have done it. So was it really the boyfriend or was it someone else? You'll have to read the book to know, but I can tell you, this book was absolutely insane. I obviously rated it 5 stars, 5 billion stars if I could. And honestly, I'm so glad I started my fall reading technically officially with this book because it set the tone so nicely. Now, the problem is that now I feel like I'm going to compare every other book I read, especially if they're thrillers, to this one. And I don't know what that's gonna do for my reading, but I do have my TBR here, and I can tell you I already DNF'd a couple books. I already tried different formats, and I did finish a couple books, but I'll talk about that later because I do want to make a separate video updating on what my fall TBR is looking like. But this book wasn't even on the fall TBR, so you can see where I'm going with this whole mood reader situation. This wasn't on my fall TBR. I am still reading Stealing Summer, which honestly I'm not feeling the vibes, not because the book is bad, but because I think my brain is already going into fall. And so who knows what's gonna happen, but I do have a couple thrillers here that I do want to give a try to. Let's see. Oh, there are more than I thought actually. There's a bunch more, but I think these four are probably going to be on the top of my list. We have They'll Never Catch Us, She's Gone, The Counselors, and Hate List. And I think Hate List is YA. I'm not entirely sure. I think some of these might be YA as well. I don't know. But after reading this, I feel like I need to continue reading thrillers. And I love thrillers. That's the thing. I hadn't touched a thriller since last year. And I don't know why. I think it was because it was starting to put me into a slump because I read so many of them. I absolutely love. I feel like next to romance, thriller is my next category. Like they're head to head there for my favorite. And so these are definitely gonna get read at some point. But if you're looking for something to get you out of a reading slump, try Frida McFadden. Try this one. I do have another Frida McFadden book here that I bought because I read this one and I went to the thrift store the other day and I saw that other one, so obviously I had to grab it. Am I going to start that one instead of one of these four that I showed? Maybe. But I am really, really trying to get through Stealing Summer, and I'm also reading an arc. I am reading a cowboy romance, which is writer's block. I do want to get through that arc, so that's been my main focus the last couple of days. I haven't been doing a lot of reading because life has been getting in the way and a lot has been happening, but my goal is to finish that book and of course talk about it. So if you like this kind of video, me giving you reviews and telling you what books are about, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what the heck to say or what you want to know, because I do love doing reviews. I just never know what to say. I see a lot of people posting reviews, either written form like on Instagram and Threads, or doing video reviews. And it's like my brain cannot catch what the heck you're supposed to say when you're reviewing a book. Because I don't want to do a very complex, literary, professional review. I want to do something more like the average reader. What do we think about? I can definitely tell you about the tabbing that I did in the annotations. And I basically tabbed important aspects of the story. Now, you're gonna see, I don't know if you can tell, but I started tabbing and it came to a point where I stopped. And it wasn't because I wasn't interested in tabbing. It was because I got tired of carrying my supplies with me everywhere. And I just wanted to read the book. So I just kept reading and I didn't add the tabs because I didn't have them with me. But I might go back and tab the rest of the stuff that I didn't, because I do have annotations. There's a lot of stuff written on the book, so I should be able to know where to tab. But basically everything that has a tab is just an important plot point. So things that I thought would be significant for my theories or for the outcome, you know, the things that were happening, important information. So that is what ended up happening with this book. Like I said, 5-star read. If you're in a reading slump, I was in a reading slump before starting this. This is a great book for that. Fast-paced, it's very interesting, a lot of plot twists. I feel like that was the main thing for me to give it a 5-star. I reached a point where the main aspect of the book was quote-unquote solved, and you would think, okay, well, now you were just doing the closing remarks in the book. mistake. Big mistake to think that there was a plot twist after a plot twist after a plot twist after a plot twist. It was a plot twist inception, okay? There were so many things happening and so many people involved doing things I never thought they would. I can't even put into words how insane this book was. Like, I can't say enough good things about it, but it's almost like if I keep talking, I'm gonna give spoilers. I just really need you to read this and then leave in the comments what you thought, because this was bonkers. It was absolutely insane. I admire this woman's brain, because coming up with what she came up with for this book, holy, like, I literally want to sit with Frida McFadden and ask her how she came to think about this book and how this whole thing happened, because this is the type of writing I need to learn how to do. It was insane. So that's all I have for today. Make sure to check out my other videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.